Welcome to the Best 5 Minute Wine Podcast with Forrest Kelly.
I really look forward to coming up to a vineyard and seeing the structure and everything organized and landscaped and just aesthetically pleasing. Is that something you're striving for and you get at Dutcher Crossing?
It really is. It's a sense of, I have a business manager that's been with me 15 years full time, and like we walk in the vineyards and do our meetings, and it's like therapeutic for you. It decreases your blood pressure. It just gives you a sense of peace and calm, and you wish everybody's work environment could be like that.
It's true that you were the first single woman winery owner in the valley. I think one of the leads that I buried here is that is it true that you are one of the first single female owners in the valley?
Yeah, I was the first single woman to lead in the valley, in Dry Creek Valley, yeah.
Is the wine industry, I can imagine that it's probably male-dominated, and there's some barriers that are tough to break. Did you encounter any of those at all, or?
I was a single woman in Dry Creek leading, but I hate to poo-poo men, but there was a little bit of good old boy attitude. However, once those men meet you or meet other women and then they talk to you, they've all been somewhat open and been like, oh, okay. So they once they get to know you, they have no problem. Dry Creek is a very welcoming community. And I think really over the last 20 years, women have proven themselves. And I don't think, at least here in Dry Creek Valley and most of Sonoma that I know of, everybody kind of gets a fair shot now, which is nice because there's been generational change of hands over the last 20 years. So everybody has a little bit different mentality, which is nice. I think there's always room for improvement with equality, but equality sometimes has to be earned. And everybody here in Dry Creek is giving the young generation, the women, the minorities, a chance to earn their place, which is nice. Hey, as long as I pay my bills, people are okay selling me grapes. It comes down to, are you going to be good to do business with? Yeah. It doesn't matter who you are or where you're from or anything when it comes down to that.
Walk me through kind of a typical day or typical visit when somebody comes to Dutcher Crossing. What can they expect?
They generally will be here about 90 minutes. They're going to walk through our breezeway. They're going to be greeted as I would expect my staff to greet my mother. If they're going to do a bar tasting, which consists of, 4 or 5 wines, they're going to our taste room. But if it's a seated experience, a more elevated experience, we'll take them out to one of our tables so they get to enjoy the beautiful view. And they'll do a seated tasting of 5 to 6 wines. They may or may not have a charcuterie board with it. They may or may not have a chocolate and cheese board with it. And, depending on if you call us ahead of time, you may get me driving the pedicab and I will give you a tour of the vineyard. So, we offer a little bit different experience for everyone.
So that's kind of an Easter egg on a booking that you just show up and pick somebody with a golden ticket?
No, you can book a tour of the vineyards, but you can also book a tour with me coming up and driving the pedicab, and which is kind of a fun, different experience. And, everybody can get on the tractor or a mule and go out and show their guests the vineyards, but we actually put them in the cab part, and I pedal and talk about the vineyards and give them a kind of a fun, different view of life at Dutcher Crossing. Yeah. I think the wow moment is the minute they walk through and see the view, and then we just have to build upon that. So we want them leaving going, I felt like family, and I loved everything that they did. We don't need the wines or the site or the hospitality to be the star. We need the whole package to be memorable, and that's our goal.
Are you still doing picnics?
Yeah, we still do picnics. If you're a wine club member, you're welcome to call and set up a table and and picnic, and my dog most likely is going to find her way out underneath your table. But we welcome picnics. Like, we're not a park for the public, but if you're a wine club member, you're welcome to come picnic. And we usually see a lot of couples have their dates here with us, and it's fun.
The best 5-minute wine podcast.
Don't forget my favorite part.
Please like and follow. Oh.